YouTube, B Smokehouse back here with you today, and today we're gonna do a variation on some jerk pork and some jerk chicken. However, this video will be about jerked pork. First, we gotta put together an awesome marinade. I gotta stop and give thanks to a channel I've been watching for years. I think ever since I figured out YouTube was a thing. CaribbeanPot.com. Got some excellent Caribbean recipes. Uses a whole spectrum of spices and what have you. So I took his recipe and then I did some tweaking to it on my own and made it mine. Right, moving on. I wasn't able to find Scotch bonnet, so we got some habaneros, 3. Not gonna remove any seeds. I've got cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg. I've got salt and pepper. I've got 2 garlic cloves. I've got 1 small onion. I've got, of course, brown sugar. I've got oil. So in this case, this is avocado oil. You want to use veggie as close to a non-neutral oil as possible. Soy sauce, orange juice, scallion, thyme, and of course white vinegar. I'm being lazy today, pulling out my ginger paste. I've got MSG in 2 forms, some flavor boosters. That's what we have. Let's put this marinade together. Again, I'm behind the curve as usual, and I'm going to be trying to cook this meat off tonight. So we're going to start off with our liquids. It's the oil, vinegar into the bucket. Can you guys see? Sorry if you can't. I got oil and vinegar I put into my blender bucket already. Soy sauce, orange juice, salt and pepper, garlic. Really flavorful. Now, you might find some other jerk marinades that don't have that many items in it. I'm going in with my thyme. It's about 5 sprigs. Going in with my scallion. Going in with my onion. That's a small onion. Going in with my brown sugar. Going in with my cinnamon. This is actually whole nutmeg I ground down myself, and allspice. Then again, I'm not removing any seeds. Generally, when I make this and I haven't removed any seeds, it's not as hot as people think it's going to be. All right, we going in. Then I'm going in with my ginger paste. Again, being lazy today. Nice hefty amount. Going in with some liquid seasoning. This is the same thing as Maggi, used all across the Caribbean. This is Knorr. Good stuff. Don't want to use too much, it can take over a dish. I will have all the description to everything I used and the amounts down in the bottom. MSG, just a tad bit. Remember, MSG is a salt derivative, so you don't want to go heavy. It's going to help to bring out and enhance those flavors that we want on these jerk pieces of meat. Stay tuned. We are blending. Oh, it smells awesome already. We got a little heat, but I promise you, it's not going to be as hot as it looks. Promise you. All right. So here's our marinade. I'll bring you guys back when I'm getting ready to get this on my chicken and my pork. All right, guys, here are those beautiful pork chops. A little thick, but not too thick. You can tell this comes off of pork butt, right? So these are pork chops. Not taking any of that fat off, right? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get me a ziploc bag. We're gonna get them in. I'm using these gallon bags, nothing special. I'm gonna open it. Got my restaurant pan here. I'm gonna start getting these pieces of pork down in here. what I'll do is I'll get the marinade on. The only thing I've done to these pork chops is hit them with salt. That's it. Again, this is gonna be more like a quick marinade. So, cause should have did this last night. I didn't, but we still gonna roll because I believe we can get some great flavors into this meat. If you have one, I have one. I don't feel like getting it out. A vac seal chamber, right? A pressure chamber. The same thing that you seal your bags up with, right? You can use that here to kind of help drive this marinade to the meat. Now, there are bones in these chops, so you want to be careful. This is going to be the vessel in which I leave these proteins in my fridge because I don't want a accident to happen. So we try to make sure that marinade is in contact with every piece of that meat. It smells awesome already. We've already talked about on this channel some of those things we use that has enzymes and proteins in it that assist meat in being broken down. You see, I didn't use no kiwi. I didn't use any apple, or we did use onion, so there's one. But you'll see we use orange juice and that onion. So that onion, especially now that it's been blended, is going to help us tenderize this meat. And then that tenderization process is going to help us to break down that meat and make sure it actually tastes like something. Now, so that's my pork chops. I'm going to do my chicken here off camera. We're going to get this to the fridge. I'll bring you guys back when I'm getting ready to start a fire. I've got some reserved marinade left. I might just use it as a basting marinade, or I might turn this into a barbecue sauce. Not too sure yet. Other than that, I'll bring you guys back when we getting ready to get this on the grill. Here's how we're looking. We're rocking with Kingsford. This is an applewood mixture. It's got actual applewood bits inside of the Kingsford charcoal. I got my chicken here on the hottest part for me, and then I got these pork surrounding. I'm going to let it go 15-20 minutes. Come out here and check, make sure we don't have any burning. Char is good, burning is not. It's actually smelling pretty good as we speak. Stay tuned. Oh, before I go, the only two options we got a spritz. Couldn't find any red stripe lager. That's usually what I spritz with. So I've got some Heineken, which is a quick replacement. Some of that marinade in here as well. I drained out all the particles, and some apple cider vinegar. This is my spritz. There's no need to spritz right now. Then I've got, of course, my BAT, a big ass tongs. Stay tuned. All right, here's how we're looking. Chicken got a little bit longer. We did build up some nice char. I've been out here wetting that char down with some of that base that I have. So it won't be hard. It's not burnt. You can smell. I don't smell anything burning. Pork chops looking pretty good. These I'm getting ready to pull up off here in a little bit. Let them hang out in some foil. Stay tuned. YouTube B Smokehouse back here with you. And here's the finished product. I pulled one of those chops out. Only other thing I wish I was able to attain was a bit more color. However, remember that brine would have worked against us because it's moist in nature. And so moisture is the enemy of crust, right? But I can smell it. It smells delicious. Let's go ahead and get a bite of this. I'm going for one of the end cuts because that's where that fat is on these chops. You see that? Let's see what we have. It's really good. A slight bit of heat. Remember, I used 3 habaneros. It's really good. The best part of these, I'm sure it's going to be around that bone and the pieces of fat that were on the edges. That's my favorite. Delicious. They're not dry. Probably, if I did not rest in foil, they probably would have been dry. The rest process allows these to soak back in that moisture, and it concentrates flavors as well. This is delicious. I don't think this will be too hot for my kids to enjoy. It's got a bit of a bite, but nothing over, and I don't really like heat like that, but this is delicious. This is well jerked.
I'm getting the flavors of that thyme. I can taste that garlic. I can taste that nutmeg, that cinnamon. If I had cloves, I would have put a little bit of cloves in here. This is quite delicious. Hey, if you haven't done so, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Till the next video, B Smokehouse, out.